Hi everyone, my name is Miss Jackson and today we're going to be working through a problem using Poyla's four-step process. And before we do anything, let's just go over the 4 steps in that process. The first is that we have to understand the problem. The second is that we have to devise a plan to solve said problem. Then we have to carry out that plan. And then we have to look back and see how we did, how we can improve, look back at our work pretty much. So the problem we're going to be doing is a word problem. And it is, the 24/7 truck rental company has been charging an initial rental fee of $31 plus $2.60 per hour for rental of their small trucks. After a change in pricing policy, the new fee will be $21 upfront plus $3.35 per hour. After how many hours of renting a truck will the new plan be more expensive than the old plan? So, to solve this using Poyla's 4-step process, like I said, the first thing we have to do is understand the problem. What is the question they're asking here? Well, for this one, it's pretty simple. It's the last sentence. After how many hours of renting a truck will the new plan be more expensive than the old plan? So, we have to do something here for the old plan and also something here for the new plan to figure out which one is going to be more expensive for X amount of hours. So that's the first part of the process. The second part is we have to devise a plan. So I figured that the best way to solve this problem is to do kind of like a guess and check, considering we don't have a lot to go off of as far as what we might think the hours could be. But first, we're going to have to come up with an equation for this, the old plan, and the new plan so that we can figure in the hours and figure out how expensive it's going to be altogether. So, I'm going to set this to the side. So, I think what we can do for an equation would be, actually put this down here so that we can kind of see. So the first one we have is 31 plus, that's pretty simple, 31 plus 260 per hour. So per normally means times. So 260 times however many hours. So for this, we're just gonna do, 31 doesn't change. So we'll keep that there, plus, just like it says, and then $2.60. And then here is where we're gonna do the times. We're actually gonna make the hours X. So 260 times X amount of hours. So that's for our that's for our old pricing policy. Then we also have the new pricing policy, which the numbers are different, but pretty much says the same thing. 21 plus 35 per times hour. So that one's gonna be 21 plus 3.35 X, and then that's the cost over there. So 21 plus 335X equals cost. So, and like I said, we want to know how many hours of renting the truck will the new plan be more expensive. So we're going to do guess and check. So the first one I think we should try is 10. I think that's a good starting point. So we'll do the old plan first. 31 plus 260. And then for X, you substitute the hours. So we have 10, we're going on 10 hours. So 260 times 10, when you're multiplying decimals by 10, you move it over 1 decimal place. So that will be 26 plus 31. And that will equal 57. So the old plan, the total cost for 10 hours is $57. That sounds like a good deal to me. So for the new plan, it's 21, 3.35, 10 equals, drop the 21, and then we just move it over 1 decimal place, so that is 33.5 equals 54.5. So this new plan is still less expensive than the old plan. So it's pretty close though. what we can do is, I think 15 would be too much. It might get the new plan be more expensive, but I don't think that that is the least amount of hours that we could do. So let's try one less. Let's do 14. So here we're going to do 31 plus 260 times 14. And then right here we'll do the new one, which is 21 plus 3.35, 14. So obviously drag 31 down, and then 260 times 14. That is going to be 36.40. So then we'll just add those two together and it becomes $67.40. Now for this one, we just drag the 21 down. 3.35 times 14 is gonna be I believe it's gonna be, I'm doing the math in my head, excuse me. It's gonna be 46.9. And that 21 plus 46.9 is going to be 47, 57, 67.90. So this plan, this new plan right here, is now more expensive than the old plan. So we have understood our problem, devised a plan, and carried out our plan. Now all we have to do is look back. So to look back at this problem, we should probably look at the word problem and make sure that we completed all the parts. I'll put it right here. So this was asking us, after how many hours of renting a truck will the new plan be more expensive than the old plan? So we have the expenses right here, and here are the hours. So the answer to this question is 14 hours. So after 14 hours, the new plan will be more expensive than the old plan. So that's us looking back, and that's really all I have for you. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great evening.